Good morning, everyone. I am so happy to see everyone this morning. I am looking for some footage in my camera right here. And the reason I'm looking for the footage is because we're going to talk about what almost cost me my entire YouTube channel. Or what I feel like would have cost me my entire YouTube channel. So let's get to. I took so many pictures. I'm trying to comb through the pictures here. I'm going to show you guys some footage. Well, that's just footage out in the water. Let me wait till I get to an island here. I want to show you this because what I'm going to tell you is the touch that patrol guy. No, I'm going to explain to you just what could have been potentially a disaster was averted because, hang on, I'm getting there. Was averted because a little bit of hard work yesterday. I was able to get back something that was extraordinarily important. Gosh, I took so many pictures out there. I found some footage here. My camera was just like, nope, we're done. Okay, come on, guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. All pictures, all pictures, all pictures, all pictures, all pictures. I did not realize I had this many pictures in there, to be honest with you. Kevin, what's up, man? Good to see you. Cody, Robert, thank you all for coming by. As soon as I pull up some footage here, well, look at that. Can you guys see? Can you guys see that picture I took right there? Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. I wanted to show you a little preview of some of the islands, or just a little preview of some of the footage that I shot or I recorded while we were on. Look at that, beautiful. Um, to give you just a little pre-roll, something, and then I'm going to tell you a very, very important story of how. Yes, I'm live, Griff. Of how I almost lost this channel in the back seat of a taxi in Bangkok, Thailand. So as soon as I get to some video here, and I will in just 1 second because I see where I'm coming up on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, let's see if we can. Gosh dang it. Okay, let's see if we can.
Would you look
check
at
it.
this?
Can you guys see that going into the lagoon right there?
Absolutely.
Remember yesterday I told you about the lagoon, and
just incredible.
you can hear me talking in the background a little bit. Going into the lagoon and going to make that little turn. I don't know how well you can see some of the rocks and the footage there. Hey, buddy. But that is the lagoon itself. It will look so much better once I have it edited. That's just one of the. You can hear me asking the longtail boat. That's the longtail boat I was on. Look at that.
And I'll take his word for it because it certainly looks like
absolutely just beautiful footage. And I've got all the footage from everything else. I wanted to give you a preview, but the reason I wanted to give you a preview is not what you think it is. Okay, this little baby right here almost went away. And let me explain what I mean and how I almost lost my YouTube channel and what I mean by that. First of all, hit the thumbs up button if you enjoy this conversation. Hey, Mango, and I think I said good morning to Griff. Cody says I would be on my second trip to Thailand right now if it weren't for the bot soup fiasco. Bad soup, I love it. So this is what happened. I had a live stream with you guys yesterday. Now, remember, I got out of the cab the night before after a 13-hour bus ride. I came in, I put my bags down, and I went to sleep. I didn't do anything else. I didn't even take a shower. I just went to sleep. And I was unaware at the time that I was missing something very, very important. And that something very, very important was my camera bag. This thing that has this thing in it. And inside of it are the memory cards. You guys can see the memory cards here, right here, 1 and 2. Yeah. That had all the footage from my trip on it, minus 1 day, because I downloaded the footage to the computer for 1 day. And I thought to myself, oh my God, this was about 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. So for about 30 minutes, I became tachycardic because I knew the camera wasn't here. I knew it wasn't here. And it wasn't. It wasn't in my apartment. So, hey, Ty Guy. I started, I took a minute. I calmed myself down. Well, sort of calmed myself down as much as I could anyway. And I said, okay, there's only 2 places it can be. It can either be in the back of the cab, or it can be in the grocery store, which is below my building here. So I went first to the grocery store because I knew if I had it over my shoulder in the grocery store that I would have it was either left in the grocery store or it was somewhere in my apartment that I just stuck it somewhere and forgot about it. So I went to watch the security tape, and at the grocery store, to make a long story short, I was trying to explain myself, and this incredible, lovely, wonderful human being, Thai lady, just comes up to me and says, "Do you need help translating?" I said, "Yes, please. I would greatly appreciate it." And so she translates she speaks perfect English. This girl, I guess, studied abroad, and it was amazing. So she translated to the store owner what I needed. And we watched the tape, saw me come in the door, no camera bag. So that meant it was left in a taxi. Now, what are your odds of getting things back when you leave it in the taxi? About 50-50 is what I've been told. I went through a nervous breakdown at that moment, slightly. I started shaking uncontrollably because I thought to myself, all the footage that I have is gone. I'm going to lose credibility with everybody. Yeah, Griffin, 1 in 100. Nobody's going to believe me. My channel's over. I don't have the camera. I don't have the footage. Everything I talked up yesterday, it's over. It's over. And however, this young lady was nice enough to give me her line ID and tell me to go to the police department to file a police report. And she said that would be the best way. Big Steve says he gets most of his stuff back. Awesome. They said that, or she said, if you need help translating at the police department, give me a call. So, of course, I needed help translating at the police department, and I gave her a call. And I asked her. I said, "Please explain to this gentleman here." He was the sergeant. He had 3 stars on his uniform. I don't know what that means in Thailand, but he took the case. And here's the key, and this is the whole point of this video. Okay, when I got in this taxi, I just didn't have a good feeling for some reason, and I don't know why. Because I never do what you're supposed to do. I never on the door of the taxis here in Bangkok, or probably everywhere, they have their license plate number so you can take a picture of it, and they have other information that you can take pictures of. So I took a picture of the license plate when I got into the cab. And let me tell you guys something right now. I would not have that camera today, and this channel would be falling apart if I had not taken that picture. I can assure you of that. I went to the police station. She did some translating for me. They were able to file a police report. They got the cab driver's name, cell phone number instantly, but he wouldn't answer his cell phone. So they said it would be Monday before they knew anything, because typically the taxi drivers take their stuff to the lost and found. Well, jumping ahead a little bit, this guy had taken my stuff home. I imagine you need to buy that lady a drink and a good meal. We'll get to that. We'll get to that, Ty. Because I'm going to definitely do something like that for her, and I have spoke to her about that. She does not live far from me, so that's very thankful. So she does all the translating, and she's like, if you need anything else, translate. And I said, look, the cops can't find it. Nobody else can find it. I'm going to the Southern bus terminal where I was let off. I'm going to the taxi stand where all the taxis pull up, and I'm going to sit there and wait until I see the guy. That's it. So I went to the Southern bus terminal, and I actually got to go in. Filtho says that lady sounds like the Thai traveling companion you need, boy. I'm going to stay away from her right now on the topic, but I got let me just say this about this lady, okay? She is probably one of the most amazing human beings I have ever met in a short period of time, because I wound up talking to this girl about 18 times, or having her translate about, I don't know, between 12 and 18 times, something like that. It was a bunch of phone calling and a bunch of messaging. And I went to the Southern bus terminal. I got to go into the security footage thing, and because I had the police report and it was all in Thai. So when you have a police report, it's all in Thai, you can get things done. Cody says in a few months, an interview with her, and then let her read our comments later. Yeah. Yeah. Griffin said, I lost my bag in a cab. From that point, I put my address on all my bags. That's probably a good idea. I have a plan to never let this happen again, ever. But anyway, I went, looked at the security footage. We couldn't find the camera. So the guy said, basically, there's nothing more you can do. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go sit outside where the taxis are coming in. I'm just going to talk to the guys out there, show them the license plate, see if they can help me. And I did exactly that. Showed them the license plate. They read the police report. I said, if you help me, I'll give you 1,000 baht. I said, if you get my camera back, I'll give you 1,000 baht. It's well worth it to get 67,000 baht worth of gear back for 1,000 baht. And I went out there. I gave the police report to the cabbies that control the actual cabs that run in and out, and they read it. They actually called the police, and they got the guy. They contacted the Department of Land Transportation, or the Office of Land Transportation. I'm not sure which one you call it here in Thailand, and found the guy. So the guy comes up, the cab driver that I left my camera bag in comes up, and he says, get in, we'll go to my house and get it. And I thought, number one, why would you take my camera to your house? So my theory on that is he was probably going to hang on to it for a couple of days to see if I claimed it, and then he would probably sell it or something. But that's just a theory. I can't prove it. And I said, there's no way I'm going to your home with you, so you're more than welcome to go get it and bring it back. And after this was all a process of 4 hours, and then at the same time, I've got this girl who's doing the translating back and forth as well. So he got he went home, got the camera, and brought it back to me. And the lesson that I learned from this is, number one, I'm human. Leaving things in cars and missing stuff is going to happen from time to time because I am human. I also learned that it was in my very best interest from this point forward also to make sure that you have to make sure that you take a picture of the license plate. Now, I took a picture of the license plate and the cab driver. Okay. And this guy has the nerve when he pulls back up to me. He takes a picture of my footage on my camera and he looks at my face and looks at the footage and looks at my face and looks at the footage. And I'm like, dude, that's me. Give me my camera. Because I already had it in the description of the police report. And he did. He did. He handed it back. And I gave the people that helped me there at the cab stand, I gave them 1,000 baht. I said, you can split it between yourself, whatever you want to do. But it's all back. And all the footage is on there. And I could not be more excited. So what I will be doing today is downloading that footage to my computer. It set my Pattaya trip back a day, but just imagine what would have happened if I hadn't have got that license number for that cab. Prep for it says, so glad you got that back, 50-50 for sure. Very smart to take that picture. You have no idea, prep for it. I was on the cusp of just absolutely losing my mind. I was man, I was out there. I was on the cusp of just losing it. And I figured, if nobody else is going to find my camera, I'm going to find it. And that's why I went to the cabbie. And, if something would have happened there and I couldn't have found it there, I would have just kept going. I would have stayed up all night and everything else. Yeah, Cody, but see, that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem is you make a good point, very good point. But about I would have had to do this from my phone for a while, but I actually have a Canon camera that's capable of vlogging, but it's just not capable of handheld walk and talk. So I would have been okay as far as vlog goes, but I would have only had the first day's footage for you guys. And when my heart was breaking because I was thinking to myself, nobody's going to trust me again. Like nobody's going to trust me. I did all this. We come together as a family as we always do. And we made this trip happen together. And I thought to myself, these people that contributed, they're never going to contribute again. And I just couldn't live with that. I couldn't live with it. So I did what I had to do. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think, I don't know, I don't want to get all holy and, I don't think many people, I don't think very few people think I'm an untruthful person, Cody, because I'm transparent about everything. But at the same time, I was thinking worst case scenario is pretty much what I was thinking. I tell you this, two things. I don't think it was an accident that I had that gut feeling to take the picture of that license plate and that taxi. And I also don't think it was an accident that this girl happened to be in the grocery store at the same time I did and heard me trying to explain. And then for the next 8 hours, helped me translate everything. We'll see about that, but I definitely got the camera back because of her. She is the main. She was the glue that held it together. But I want to tip my hat and say a tremendous thank you to the Thai police. This is what, I've never had trouble with the Thai police like most people have. I just haven't. They were great when they took my complaint or story, and just good stuff. Let me read over here. What's up, Cheap Charlie? Good to see you, man. Thanks for dropping by. It's a great story. I've left my camera behind a couple times, once in Colombia and once in Mexico, and recovered it both times. A lot of honest people out there. Yes, there are. And I was very, very surprised. Very, very, very surprised. Wow. We got a PayPal coming through here. I just want to say your contribution goes a long, long, long way, my friend. Hope this helps with the channel, bro, is his message. I'm not going to show his whole name because I've never seen it before, but he's got a $20 PayPal up there, and I really appreciate that. With a quote that says, hope this helps the channel. Thank you. Thank you so, so much. It will, because I'm going to Pattaya very soon, and it will definitely help. Definitely, definitely, definitely. So thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Charlie, I can't believe you left. You got him back both times. That's amazing, man. Amazing. He said also one time in Thailand on Walking Street. That's 3 times. What you getting a camera back on Walking Street? The odds of that happening is like 1 in a million. So good for you, bud. Robert says maybe this lady is the one for you, Jeremy. Hey, look, I'm not jumping any conclusions. I'm not getting my hopes up, but I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna see her here in about an hour to thank her for all her help, and we'll see what happens. Cody says karma can be good, not just bad. That's right, Cody, and that's why I never take anything from anybody, because I believe in karma. You know that. Hey, Roger, hadn't seen you in the chat. Good to see you, bud. Robert says, I've never had issues with police in Thailand, been stopped many times. Yeah, it is what it is. What's up, Stuck? Says, good morning, JC. I have to watch the beginning later. I haven't gotten any notifications in about an hour. I don't know why, man. That's weird. That's weird. I even put it up on the channel members page that I was going live twice. I put it up one last night and one today. That's weird, man. Robert is saying, hey, everybody's saying, hey. Cody says, I never got back an $800 camera years ago at one of my kids' softball tournaments. I wasn't away from it, but about 10 minutes. I had hours over games and memories are lost there. That's terrible. But you were also in America. See, I don't know about being in America and being able to recover some of this stuff like I was able to recover the camera. When I was talking to you guys yesterday, I was under the impression that I had bags everywhere. I mean, it looks like a homeless person lives here right now. I've got to clean up when I get back from Pattaya. But just the sheer fact of, I thought it was here the whole time. And when I got to looking for it and couldn't find it, it was a moment that I'll never forget. It was a feeling that I'll never forget. But the main takeaways from this are: A, don't be like me and panic. Well, first of all, don't be like me and leave something in a taxi. But number one is, if you get in a taxi doesn't matter if you just have stuff in your pockets, okay? When you get in that taxi in the back seat, take a picture of that license plate every single time, no matter what. Always. From this point forward, doesn't matter. If I'm in a taxi, I'm taking a picture of that license plate. Hey, Joe. Good to see you there, bud. I will always do that from this point forward, because without that license plate, there would be no camera. There would be no, the channel would have probably disintegrated, or I would at least lost a whole bunch of people. I'm sure they would have been very disappointed. So, but I go back to the thing. I'm human, and I make mistakes like everybody else. At the same time, at least I was cognizant enough to take the picture of that license plate. and then to keep pushing, to just push and push and push until I got the camera back last night about 10:15. And everything's intact. Both my lenses are in the bag. Everything that we originally had, my portrait lens, the hood for my lens, the extra battery, it's here. The microphone, it's here. No damage to it. And my lens pens that I use to clean my lenses with, they're in here. Everything's in here. Everything's in here. No footage lost, no pictures lost. It's just absolutely, it's absolutely a miracle, guys. And whoever you, the guy that sent that PayPal, I just want to say thank you so very much, man. So very much. That was incredibly nice of you to contribute to the channel at this point. So now, guys, I want to preach that you can lose everything in the back seat of a Thai taxi, and that includes a YouTube channel. I would have probably had to start building. What's up, Asian Unscripted? Good to see you, man. It would have taken me a while to be able to get all that stuff back, or to rebuild, and I would have lost not my heart. My heart was heaviest because I would have lost the footage for you guys, and that's the most important thing. But then my heart was also heavy because I lost the memories for myself. You know, I mean, it matters to me too. And I think that was a big turnaround point. And trust me when I tell you, I will never ever take anything like that for granted again. And I don't normally, like, even when I was on the 13-hour bus ride, I hooked my camera bag, like tied straps together and with locks, and tied it to my big book bag to make sure that I didn't lose it. And I didn't lose it at the bus station, but I unstrapped it when I got in the cab, and that's what happened. Nathan, hello to you. I'm not sure if you've been on here before, but welcome. Take a photo of the number on the window inside of the taxi. It's a different number to the number of the plate. Yep, I did that too. I took the pictures. And see, the problem is I knew the procedure, but I just never done it before. But I did on that time. I did that time. And I took the picture. I even took a picture of the I took a picture of everything I could, so including the cab driver himself, who was not happy about having to bring back my camera. Cody says, you have a friend for life now. One of my best friends drove me and Morgan around Astro Stadium looking for my car. We had been looking on the wrong side of the park. He said, I'm not leaving y'all out there. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. And I really hope that this amazing young lady that helped me through all this, I don't even know what to say. I hope that she at least becomes friends. I don't know what I don't know anything about her other than she is one of the kindest, most generous people I have ever met in my life, and that's all I know at this point. I know a little bit more in a couple hours, but it is what it is. Marry her. Got to get to know her first. Thanks for throwing up the PayPal link, Robert, though I don't expect a whole lot of contributions. You're more than welcome to throw them in because I am going to Patia tomorrow, and we do have all the equipment. Nothing's lost. It's just an extraordinary, you know, some people call it luck. I call it, oh yeah, she is beyond cute, Cody. Yes. Good question. Garden, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'll be down your way Tomorrow, brother. Stuck says, I've lost almost everything 2 times in my life. It's a sucky feeling. Yes, it is. It is. It really is. It's a bad, bad feeling. I don't know what that word means. Yosi. Robert, is that what is, somebody tell me what that means. I don't know what that first word means in his statement. Nah, oh, Sensite, is that the marriage stuff? Okay. All right. Dowry, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. Don't have any idea. Long way from that. Yeah, I remember now. It's paying the family for marriage. So I get it. I get it. I get it. And wow, guys, what a almost incredibly close call that could have just depleted. um, uh, I would have been, hey Frank, but I would have been just mentally disrupted for a while. They give it back. I read. You talking about the money? I don't know. I don't have any idea about that. But what I did want to do is explain to you guys that if you come, when you come to Thailand and you get in a taxi, make sure that you get all the information you possibly can from that taxi. I cannot stress to you how important, and this story should be a reminder. Now, I just told you a story that took about 9 hours to take place, okay, and I just told it to you in 30 minutes. Take a picture, guys, if you get in the taxis here in Thailand. Be wary of your stuff. Have everything you can attached to your body. And then if in fact you lose something, just don't make any excuses. Do everything that the Thais tell you to do, and then do everything you can outside of that. Because I was specifically told not to go to the bus station. They told me not to go to the not to go to the taxi stand. It wouldn't be a good idea. Both people told me that, the cops and the young lady. But I wouldn't. They told me I was going to have to wait until Monday until their lost and found company opened, and I would have had 3 heart attacks and 4 seizures before Monday. So I was getting it back last night. All right, I was either getting it back last night or I was coming to terms with the reality that I lost it. So we got it back. Stuck in Florida says, I puked when I drove up to my house and it was burnt to the ground. I knew it had burnt, but I was hoping something was left. That's like me talking about losing the camera. That and your house burned to the ground. That's 2 different worlds, my friend. And I'm glad you were able to recover from that, or I'm sure you have. But that sinking pit in your stomach, Yes, Roger. That's a good point. I just became aware of those. I was not sure about that, and like I said, I'm going to be taking up new measures to ensure the safety of my equipment, and potentially some type of tracking will be put on there. And I have several ideas from 2 different very prominent IT guys. So, but yeah, you make a solid point, Roger. Solid point. Stuck in Florida says that was in '96. Whew, man. Ty Guy Bryce says, I hate losing 10 baht. Never mind a home. Sorry about that, Stuck. Yeah. Griffin says now it's time to talk about what we are thankful for, and I'm thankful for JC Common Sense. Thank you, Griffin, because so am I. So am I, definitely. Cody says, yeah, I'd say look up something to track your camera. We definitely got some ideas around that, and I'll be implementing several different security measures to ensure that even the memory cards that are in the camera, if they move out of the camera, even if I take them out of the camera, I'll know about it. So I'm going to get very detailed in that, make sure everything's protected. Make sure I have all the serial numbers for everything. So that helped too. Plus, I had the receipt from when I bought the camera. I had the description of the camera. I had pictures of the camera. Are things cheaper? Are things now cheaper in Thailand since there are a few tourists, like hotels and stuff? Yeah, a little, I guess you could say. I guess it depends on where you go. We talked about this yesterday. Can't ask that question, Matt. Sorry, bud. But I put an address label on my memory card. Yeah, the only problem I have with that is I don't want to put my home address on there. Yeah, no hard feelings, Matt. I'm just saying we can't put that on the live stream. If I put my address, my home address here in Thailand on it, there's no telling what could happen. It's just I would rather have the digital means to get it back than I would the old school, paper and writing, that kind of stuff. So basically, what I want to tell you guys is thank you and for everything, and I want to say thanks for. Actually, let me type a message real quick, and I'll see if I can keep going with this chat. Charlie. Sorry, let me turn down the volume. Let me send this message and see what happens. And then I don't know if I can keep going with this chat or not. Okay, we'll wait on the response there, see what happens. All right, so anyway, guys, the moral of the story is take care of your equipment for sure. Take good care of it, treat it appropriately because, I mean, boy, I'm so glad I found that camera. I'm so glad. Ty Guy Brown says, by the way, did you tell the young lady you're a famous YouTuber? No, I did not. I did not. But I told her that the camera was extremely valuable for several reasons. And, as I, if things go through and I get to see her, that was funny. Get to see her today. I'll tell her I have a YouTube channel. Are you experienced? Hey, are you experienced? Good to see you, bud. Hadn't seen you in a long time, man. You look like you enjoyed your trip. I did enjoy my trip. Go back and watch the first part of this video, and you'll see how I almost did not enjoy the latter half of my trip. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But it's good to see you. Are you experienced? Good to see you in the chat. And told a story with a valuable lesson for everyone. So step one, if you're in a cab, make sure you document the license tag and any other information that's on the windows or on the front window. They have the like in the passenger seat of the car, they have the driver's picture and his identification number and all that stuff. I'd say a steak dinner order for this woman. Well, she didn't want a steak dinner. I offered. So I think we're going to do coffee. But that's okay. She doesn't have to. You want to see more pictures, Robert? I don't really have a lot of. Let me see if it pulls back up from where it was at. Nope. Nope. Well, here's a couple pictures that you can see. That's where I stayed at the hotel. And then, okay, that was in the city. And let me take it back and see if I can show you a couple pictures of the hot springs. Yeah. Like, that's a picture of one of the hot springs, Emerald Springs. So, like I said, no footage lost, man. I'm unbelievably grateful that no footage was lost. No footage was lost in the making of this video. So I'm very, very happy about that. Very happy about that. And I was going to see if I could pull up a couple more. I took several pictures. I have a thing for waterfalls and running water. I don't know why, I just do. This beautiful little green lake right here was absolutely. Did you go to the pool above the Emerald Pool? I didn't know there was a pool above there. So I think the answer to that question is no. I'm going to have to look at the video to be sure, stuck, to be totally honest with you. This was some of the. Now, this is. Remember, I have to edit this, but this is some of the water flowing around in that area, too. Robert, and did he show pictures at the beginning? Yeah, I did. I showed video in the beginning. Coffee is good too. Awesome. Yep. Krabi is a photographer's paradise. I agree, 100%. Thank you for throwing up the PayPal link. Are you experienced? Because I'm getting ready to go to Pattaya tomorrow. You should show her all these pics. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and show her some of the stuff, for sure. And that's a great idea, Cody. Because I hadn't thought about showing her all the pics and stuff, but that's a really good idea. Really good idea. Stuck said, "Did you go to?" I don't know. It feeds the Emerald Pool. I got a bunch of video from up in the up the pools, but I don't know if I went to that specific one or not. I'm not sure. Griffin says, I must go so I can do more life tomorrow. I hear you, Griffin. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you stopping by. Take care of yourself. And I'm going to be jumping off here pretty soon as well. So we'll see what happens. I know I got a lot of clothes I got to iron today because I had this happen right in the middle of a laundry. I was doing my laundry. So I had to get it, and I had to get it done. I had to run down and grab it real quick while I was waiting on a taxi. And yeah, so there was a lot of fear and a lot of anxiety yesterday, and my heart did a really good job of holding on to itself because I believe I was tachycardic for a little bit. You live streaming bus ride tomorrow? I don't know, Cody. That's good. It's a good question. I might, potentially. I don't know. One thing right now, the bus stations don't have. I mean, if I can, I will. And what I mean, if I can, it's all about the signal and stuff. I don't want to do another coming out of Krabi live stream like that because that was just not very good. And reset my gimbal properly because something's wrong with it. So I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I will try to live stream out of there tomorrow and see what happens. We'll see what we can get into. I just hope everybody has enjoyed here in Thailand. I hope you all have enjoyed the long weekend, and I hope you have enjoyed trips and not done what I did. I read in the Pattaya News today that 7,000 people visited Koh Larn. Thais visited Koh Larn over the weekend. So that tells you the Thais were traveling. I'll probably get on Ekamaya, Gordon. Yeah, probably will. That's usually where I get on. It takes about 400 baht to get there, but still, it's worth it to me to get there. So, yeah, I'll probably be coming via Ekamaya, I would imagine. Cody says, I've watched a few bus rides, but never live. But you can go back and look at the one I did out of Krabi. It was live. It kept breaking apart here and there, and because the signal kept going in and out, and it was all right, but it wasn't anything to be proud about because there was a lot of stuff happening that, like, there was just a lot of breaking up and jumping, and my gimbal gave me problems, and sometimes you're looking at me like this, and it was weird. Cody says, proud first time many Thais have had their country to themselves in their entire life. And I think you're right on that. I think that's a very legitimate point, Cody. And I also think that that's exactly what happened, because they went to places that normally, from what I understand, Thais don't go. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. We'll kind of wrap this thing up here. There's Bob. Hey, Bob. How are you, man? Good to see you. We will. I don't know who's in here. Everybody that's in here really contributed to the channel yesterday. I don't know who would be watching that would be willing to contribute more. We did get one PayPal in earlier today, so we got about to make a 50-minute video. We got about 3 minutes, so I'll go 3 minutes on that. If anybody wants to jump in on PayPal for the Pattaya trip, you can do that. And if not, no problem. Bob Sears says bad timing. It's okay, man. Cody says later, Jay, we'll look for a stream tomorrow if you can. Sounds good, brother. Sounds good. Take care of yourself. I have no idea what all you mean there, are you experienced, but I appreciate it. The comment, no doubt. No doubt. I appreciate the comment. He's saying one little message right here. And we got 34 people watching. I really hate to drop a stream with that many people watching. Oh, that's the Pattaya song. I got you. I want to go down there and see. I want to go down there and see what it's really like. And see if there are any major changes that are occurring yet. I'm probably going to stay 2 nights and then come back, and I will spend the rest of the week editing videos and working on pictures. So there is the PayPal link. Thank you, Robert, for any last-minute contributions. That would be greatly appreciated. And been suggested to me to give an hour if I can, so maybe I'll just keep talking for an hour. We'll see if we get some other people in here. We're at 49 minutes. That's only, maybe we'll give it, yeah, we can give it 10 more minutes. It'll be okay. We'll give it 10 more minutes, see if we can get a contribution in here, and if not, that's totally okay, because you guys did a great job helping out yesterday. I really appreciate that. Mango Sticky Rice says, I had to give up my career as a photographer. I kept losing focus. That sounds like something Cody would say. That's funny. Ty Guy Bryce says, don't be late for your coffee date. It won't look good. Don't worry. I'm definitely not going to be late for that. uh, don't worry. That's not even an option. So there no fear of me being late for my coffee date. I can assure you. Yeah, we're at 50 minutes. I'll go right up until an hour. And you guys got anything on your mind you want to talk about? Any questions you want to ask? That's what I'm here for. Starbucks, a local Starbucks, and we'll do some coffee and live stream today. It's not real. I don't think it's going to be a date. I don't know what the whole thing is. My gut tells me there's a lot more to the story than just a guy meets a girl. You got. It would be funny, Roger, if I could do that. It would definitely be hilarious if I could do that, but I definitely can't. That is a funny idea, though. Maybe one day I'll just take like a girl that I meet on Tinder or something, and just walk up with a live stream in one hand and just live stream the date and see how that goes. I don't know. You should bring her a rose. I don't want to overdo it, and there's reasons for that. Yeah, there's reasons for that. I have a reason for that right now, so I don't want to overdo it right now. Yeah, Stuck says no rose. Stuck says if she's on time, it will be miraculous. If she's on time twice in a row, marry her. Well, I'm pretty sure that'll be up to her because I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to talk a lot about her because she speaks really good English, and even if she didn't, I don't want to give out too much information because she did nothing but help me. Hey, Lyle, how are you, brother? By the way, Lyle's just so you guys know, his contribution came in yesterday, 30 seconds after I closed the live stream. Just so you guys know, his contribution did come in. And I'm very appreciative of that. So I really want to say thank you to Lyle and thank you to everybody stuck. And I know Roger contributes a lot. Many other of you guys contribute. A guy named Matthew was the guy that sent in, I'll just say his first name, sent in the first PayPal today, and I'm super grateful for that. That was a big help, big help. Our experience says if it's a date, flowers, but it's not a date. It's a I want to buy you a cup of coffee, and this is what I'm not going to get into that. Just it's all good. Yeah, it's not a date, so no flowers. We're just gonna do coffee and hang out. I don't get the feeling that this is the type of person that you're going to be able to push into doing anything that she doesn't want to do, including I mean, like if she's not ready for a relationship, there's not going to be anything I can do about that. That's kind of how I feel about the situation. So I don't know. We'll see. And I've only met her one day, so for all I know, it could be a good thing that it all goes to the side. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll keep you guys posted, vaguely posted on this because this is one girl that I'm gonna take very seriously. And if it's just one, if she tells me it's just one cup of coffee and that's it, then I'll come back and tell you guys that's it. So we'll just move on to the next one. Tiger Eyebrow says slow and steady wins the race. I agree. You remember the relationship I had that lasted about a year and a half that I only got to see the girl about 7 or 8 times. Just go have coffee like you would with anyone else. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Stuck. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I think that would be in my best interest, and hopefully she'll show. and we'll see. We will see. But if nothing else, she was definitely the glue that held everything together yesterday, and I am forever grateful for that. Forever grateful, and that's good enough for me. Our experience says I take care with love and funny, not with money. And there you go. There you go. That's how I have to do it too. I have to do it the same way. Just a quick reminder: if you hadn't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. And we're going to stream for about 3 or 4 more minutes, and just see if anybody trickles in a contribution here or there for the Pattaya trip. And if not, no worries. We had a good day yesterday, so nothing big. And Robert's throwing the link up down there. I appreciate that. This may have been the ending of this live stream may have been a little bit boring, but I hope in the beginning that you got to see really. Oh, by the way, you got to see how important the information was that I gave out. Now, I have now gone to switching. So if you go back and watch these live streams on replay, you shouldn't be getting 20 or 30 ads anymore. Okay. Bob says, I'm watching this from the go. I hear you, bud. You shouldn't be getting 20 or 30 ads on a video anymore, because I found out YouTube is just stacking. And I think that's the reason a lot of people stop watching so many of the live streams. So I'm doing my own ad placement now. And I do put enough ads in there so that the video can make a little money. But there's nowhere near the amount of ads it used to be. It literally used to be every 2 minutes. I didn't know that. I didn't know that YouTube state for the first like 20 minutes of the video, there was an ad every 2 minutes. I was blown away. You guys watching, just don't worry anymore about the ads. If a video comes up like that and it's got a ton of ads on it, it's because I haven't had a chance to change them yet. So it's just know that. Sometimes it takes a while for YouTube to find the ad placements they want. Yes, they did. I agree with that statement, Stuck. Mango says, are you bringing your camera? Yes, of course, bringing my camera. Absolutely. Bringing my camera to show what she saved. That's my deal. All right, guys. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Contribution if you'd like. If not, no worries. I love y'all just the same. And we're gonna have a good time in Pattaya tomorrow. It's getting ready to rain big time here in Bangkok. And with that being said, I guess we'll shut her down, because I'm going to go take a shower and get ready. And we'll see what happens. I'll keep you guys posted. So, lesson for today: always make sure you keep your bags on you, and also make sure that you take pictures of the driver information and the license tag when you get into a taxi here in Thailand. Always do that. That's your only chance. So with that being said, that's my story of how I almost lost my YouTube channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you all, and I will see you shortly. With that, and as usual, if you don't do anything else today, find a way to do more life. Later, guys.